back to Podfiction. This is the new music podcast. I'm trying to think of a really cool...
Now we need to make an acronym for that because you paused after every one.
Yeah.
New music podcast.
Welcome back to NMP. We gotta get a soundboard for this so that it'll just like input...
I kind of wanted like someone to learn how to play... It's like the circus music. You remember that song from that Aliens from Outer... Or what is it?
Oh, Monster Clowns from Outer Space or whatever?
Oh, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
That's what it is.
I'm probably doing it wrong.
I'm probably a key down because I'm a baritone, but you guys
Exactly.
get the point. It's all gravy. It's all gravy.
Oh, shit.
But this is our music podcast we're going to try out.
It's probably not going to be like new music unless we find a new music album. It's not going to be like, this is what's new in music.
Maybe we could do like, listen to new music.
Yeah. Can we?
Yeah,
is
we
that
can.
A thing?
I don't think they stopped doing that back in 2008. They stopped making new music. I think we should just do like maybe at the end of. I thought you were doing something. You just put a pen.
No, I just put it down because I know I'm going to fuck with it.
Maybe at the end of the episode we can like do whether it's new or
put the whole pen down. I don't know. I'm holding that pen.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and combine.
Just take the pen away from me.
The pen's gone. Michael's a fidgeter. At the end of the episode, maybe we'll do like a Michael and Brennan recommend these albums, and we'll say like, go listen to this. This is an album that we like. Or alternatively, if you like anything we've talked about on the show, you can obviously go and listen to it if you have like.
We're
Spotify.
not going to stop you from listening to the album.
Yeah, if you even think about listening, to
we're coming to your house. We're taking your kids. We're not taking your kids.
No, your kids are safe. Maybe your wife if she's good looking. You know what? Like, comment, subscribe if you have a good looking wife or girlfriend. We'll make a stop by.
Already liked and subscribe. Okay.
I'm sorry. So anyway, Michael, what was the point of this whole podcast? You tell me.
For this episode, it's kind of like what we're into, what we liked, what shaped us, stuff like that. The next one are going to be us focusing on albums. So this is kind of just like a start to like get the wheels rolling because we've been thinking about this for quite some time. And I keep rubbing my eye, and I don't know what's wrong with my eye.
Maybe you got a little dog or cat hair in your eye.
I thought you were going to be like, maybe you have a little dog or a cat in your eye. I'm like...
Scary. You have an eyelash just right there. Down, and scoop it. Down again, one more. And it's right here now. You got it out, though. That might have been what was bugging you.
Good?
Yeah.
Right on.
If you got a best friend out there, make sure his eyes are clear of eyelashes, because that's what buddies do.
Oh no, I forgot to clear my cat's eyes this morning. I gotta go. I can't do
just
this today.
crusty fucking eyes. Dude, did you ever have that when you were like a kid where like you'd wake like I don't know, you're not allergic to pollen, right?
No.
Okay, so in the spring and autumn when I was a kid, when it would be like really polleny outside, I would get allergic and all crusty and shit. But I wake up and they would coat my eyes, so I had to break my eyes out of like crust.
Ew.
So gross, but like really fun to pick.
I get like pretty big boogers, like eye boogers, right? And I like picking those out.
It's because you cry in your sleep. That's not me being an asshole. It's how that actually happens.
That's how that happens?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
They get all crusty.
I cry during the day too.
Fun fact. I cry 6 times a day. Tears of sadness from listening to music. No, just being depressed actually does it for me.
All right, let's get into it.
All right.
At the moment, what are you getting into right now? Like, what albums are you listening to?
Okay, perfect question. I'm going to actually look at the top 5 albums that I've just downloaded onto my... So I have Apple Music.
I have Spotify.
So we can stay pretty current.
If you're not a music aficionado, you don't need these. But if you are... You'll need one of them.
Dude, I saw... Okay, so, Christina, this is for you, my girl. I saw the How Couldn't People Live Without Spotify Premium, and I saw that you liked it. I'm like, that's actually so true. I did like it, yeah. Without Apple Music, I'd be a very sad person. Because before...
man, you get to discover so much new content.
Yeah, okay, so the top most 5 recent albums that I've downloaded into my phone was Sonic Mania Remixed. It's just literally some songs from the game, but some guy remixed them. They're really good. Cool. What Separates Me From You by Day to Remember, which is a really old album. I think it's from 2010.
Actually, I'm going to have to check that one out.
Yeah, it's a good album. And The Queen Is Dead from The Smiths.
Nice. I actually have to listen to more Smiths.
That album's from 1986. Very old, very old. Look at Yourself by the band Amur. Came out in 2017. Yeah. That band's amazing. And then the 5th most current album is Down Below by Tribulation. This was a brand new album, came out in 2018.
Nice.
But it gets to the point now where if a new album... If I've downloaded an album from a band that I like, and there's an old album, and a new album comes out, they'll tell me.
Like, oh, that's
this
actually
band
really cool.
released a new album. I'm like, oh shit,
that's neat. I like that.
Yeah, they're like a pretty good band. I'll go into more detail into those bands, like how cool I think they are, maybe. But what about you? Top 5 albums you've just downloaded recently?
Ooh, top 5 albums. One album's like the best of Sam Cooke.
Okay.
So
Sam Cooke's a good artist.
From the 50s and 60s. So
I always think Sam Cooke's the guy from American Idol. Why?
He's definitely not. I can't really think of like what type of music would that be. It'd be kind of like poppy, but it's really, really good.
It's like 50s pop.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Like, it's like really romantic kind of stuff.
Is it kind of like a Frank Sinatra-ish sound, or like big
that,
band instrument, or is it just like kind of just low key band, like drums, bass, guitar?
Kind of low key band.
Okay.
But he's a beautiful singer. He's probably one of my like top favorite singers of all time.
You said that's the guy that died, right?
He was killed.
Yeah. They couldn't figure out how he died, right? Like it's still.
Well, they did figure out how he died, but there's like a lot of like stipulation around how he died.
Yeah.
If you want to look it up, it's really, really interesting.
Well, from what I remember you saying, like they haven't like they
you
have
tell
theories.
The story?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. So he was known for being like a ladies' man, you'd say. One of the guys that in his band would say he would push a nice girl over to get to a whore. Like, literally, that's what he said.
Nice!
Yeah.
Honestly, Sam Cooke,
yeah.
like to cut your jib.
So we brought this girl to a motel, and so there's 2 accounts. There's obviously the account that she had,
yeah,
and then what people put together. So her account was that she wanted to try and leave, and he was, like, taking her to a hotel to rape her.
Yeah.
And so when he got to the hotel, he like, went in there, and the girl basically fled, went to the motel manager, and took off. And so then Sam Cooke went to the manager's room, knocked on her door, told her he was going to break it in. So he ended up breaking it in. She ended up shooting him to death.
Okay.
And so she was let go with like rightful homicide.
Yeah, defending yourself.
Later, found out she was actually a prostitute.
Oh. Okay.
And money was missing from his wallet.
Oh.
And he was known for carrying a lot of money around with him, and his credit cards were gone.
Well, he's also a famous musician, right?
Yeah,
so, like,
exactly.
He's got money.
Exactly. So the speculation is that he went and paid for the hotel room.
Yeah.
Under his name, he put his name.
Yeah.
And the girl was alone in the car. And this is like the 50s and 60s. They didn't have like locked doors that like automated. Like you
have to physically
pull the latch up and you're out of the car. So I was like, why wouldn't she leave when he went and paid for the hotel room? And if he was raping somebody, why would he put his own name?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like stolen money, just kind of like a lot of skepticism. So, and apparently some of it tied in with the mob or something like that. Some crazy shit, but yeah. Yeah,
that's kind of scary.
It's really fucked up stuff.
But
it's really
aside from all that, a great musician, right?
But he was married too. Like,
wow.
Yeah, but
50s, am I right?
His wife knew what was going on. But yeah, crazy time, crazy people, beautiful voice,
beautiful voice. This is a telling of Sam Cooke.
What have I been listening to other than that? I've been listening to Mattis Yahoo.
Right, we were just talking about him before we started.
He was like a Jewish
Rastafarian
reggae kind of stuff. It's really good. I really like his music. Not any really album in specifics. I'm just kind of going through
songs and stuff.
Just kind of going through his stuff. What else?
When you think of like 2 genres of music, like Jewish culture music and Jamaican Rastafarian reggae stuff,
they don't really mix too well, but this time they do.
This guy does it well,
and they make a beautiful song, baby.
99% of the time, no go. This is the point one.
It's weird because like lately, I haven't really been listening to specific albums. I've been more listening to like I've been putting a song on, and whatever happens, like I'll listen to it, and then I'll take those songs and I'll put them away. Like I've been listening to Ann Arbor, and I just downloaded 2 of their albums. Ann Arbor's really good. What song is it? Can't Help It by them's really good. I've been listening to We the Kings, and I got a couple songs. Check Yes Juliet, which is a really, really good song, which is mostly like, this is kind of like pop punk, I would call it. Yeah. That's what it would be. And I don't know, that's one of my, like, I love that genre of music. And I actually listened to this I don't know why I'm so into it, but Bo Burnham has a song called From God's Perspective.
Oh, I think I know that one.
Yeah, and I've actually been...
Didn't you just shit talk Bo Burnham? Like
I did, because I listened to this whole album and I hated it. Other than that, I was like, this is fucking stupid.
I just honestly don't like Bo Burnham. Like, some of his stuff is funny, but it's funny, but borderline
He's
real.
also stand-up comedian too. Like you're not a big like me and you aren't huge.
Yeah.
I had like a time where I was really into stand-up.
Me too, buddy.
Yeah,
me too.
like,
I love stand-up comedy. I really did. I loved stand-up comedy. There was a point where like I would like stay up late on Saturdays. 'Cause that's when like Just for Laughs, like the actual like not gags, but like they'd play the comedians. So people like Russell Peters and people from like SNL and stuff would go, and I love it because
you got all the faces that you see in the movies telling jokes.
And I was dumb. I didn't know what good humor was. And if you watched it after 11, they'd say fucking stuff, and it was awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I just really don't like that kind of humor.
I listened to Eddie Murphy Raw so many times. My mom took the VHS away from us.
She's
like, "You're not listening to this till you're older," and I haven't listened to it since.
The damage was done. She still hasn't given it back.
I still remember parts of that thing. It was really, really good.
Eddie Murphy's fucked up. He's a fucked up man.
He is. Oh fuck. I was listening to Fall Out Boy's new album.
I actually still haven't heard that.
What's it called? Mania? It's Mania. That's what it's called. It's called Mania. It's mostly good. There's a couple songs I'm like not huge in, but they do change their genre a lot. And like you know how like a band like Nickelback for say like remember that album that had like a country song? It's,
that
like,
was weird.
Some of their songs are kind of like really fast paced and like punky, and then some are really slow.
Yeah.
And this fucking one, I think it's called Church, and it's like, I'll get down on my knees for you. It's just like,
oh,
damn.
Shit, okay. Now you're speaking my language. Yeah, that Nickelback album is like, I didn't like the album that much. Like, I think like 2 songs or 3 songs, like, those are okay songs.
Into the Machine or something like that.
Fuck. Yeah, no,
you dug that song.
I thought it was cool, and then I was like,
The gent.
that song was fucking cool. But that's the thing, like, one part of a good song doesn't make a whole song good. So the rest of the song fucking sucked.
Yeah. True enough.
But that one part where I was like, I'm pretty sure he's just singing gent. Like, that's what he's doing. But even like, so for example, I don't know if I told you, but I downloaded the new... Oh, no, I did tell you. I downloaded the new Chili Peppers album. It's not new.
Yeah, you did. You told me you weren't huge on it, though.
See, they did the thing that musicians usually do. They find, like...
Try to get with the time kind of thing? Like, they change their style to,
well, they're known for, like...
Get the newer group of people.
I think they're, like, known for 2 kinds of songs. They have their, like, punky... Not punk, sorry. Like bluesy, like slap bassy, like fast.
Oh yeah, like really fast paced.
And weird songs where they rap and they clean sing, and those are like those songs like oh my goodness here.
Give it to your mama.
Yeah, like give it away, fucking Purple Stain. Those are all songs that are like the bloopy kind of songs.
What's that album you told me to listen to? Remember?
There's Californication and then Blood, Sex, Magic.
I think I listened to Californication. That's where the sun's red. And
that album's that's amazing.
A really good album.
There's only 2 songs I don't like on that album, which
I think there's more than 2 I don't like.
Porcelain I don't like.
I don't like Porcelain.
And Road Trippin'. I wasn't a big fan of those.
Road Trippin' sucks.
Yeah.
To be honest. Like I'm not. If you like Road Trippin', go
like Road Trippin', man.
Yeah, but me and him just don't like that song.
And those
just because it's like super.
It's slow. It's spooky sounding, and usually
this doesn't sound good.
No, that's what they did in this new album. They took like a lot of their like they have a lot of slow songs, and I'm like, it's good that they like that. Like playing that, it's not what I like about the Chili Peppers. Like the song "Go Robot" and "Dark Necessities." Those 2 songs are really good. Yeah. Even those songs are, aside from Dark Necessities, is kind of a slower Chili Pepper song, but I like it. Mm-hmm. But every other song is kind of like, I don't know. I like their like bloopy, funny, rappy songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, if you like that album, good for you. And I remember when it came out in 2016, that's when I started like really getting into Chili Peppers again. Mm-hmm. I've always liked a few of their like hits, but I was like, I want to listen to all of their shit.
Yeah.
So I listened to all of their shit, and I fucking love them. And then I remember when this album came out, everyone was like mixed reviewing this thing. Like, it's like, I don't know, I like it or I don't like it. And I'm like, I've got to listen to that album. Then 2 years went by, and I was like, oh yeah, they have a new album. And then I listened to it, and I was like, yeah, I'm not a big fan. The songs are good. They're good. Yeah. They're well composed, funny.
It's really rare for a band to come off a hiatus and come up with something that everybody loves.
Yeah.
Honestly, even if it's an album you really love, the general pop, like, like, some people just don't dig it, right?
Yeah. And that's shitty in a way, but it's also kind of like, meh, it happens.
It's my taste, right? And then sometimes it's like, you know what, like sometimes bands need to take the criticism and get back into the kitchen and start cooking. Some better music. You know what, people aren't liking it because it's not our stuff. We tried something new, didn't work.
Yeah,
we'll work on something that people want to dig. I like that there's that like option that you can go and like, you know what, because like every band makes their own sound.
Yeah,
and every band deviates from that sound eventually.
Yeah. Well, that's what
and it's like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like look at Fall Out Boy's like
they're very diverse in their music.
Yeah, I found like their early stuff and their new stuff's quite different.
I don't,
but
like
I find they stand like very.
Their first album, I didn't like their first album at all. From Under the Cork Tree or whatever. That song has like some of their most famous songs on it.
I'm trying to remember my fucking like my top favorite album from them. Just give me a second. Keep talking.
Yeah, no, they're like so. From Under the Cork Tree is like a good album. It's got I'm pretty sure that's Dance Dance. Where's Your Boy Tonight? Like those songs are on that album.
Okay,
but there's a lot of not good songs that I don't like.
Yeah.
Also, I just really don't like when bands name their songs ridiculous names,
like stupid names.
And the Smiths do that all the time. A lot of their songs are really long and intricate.
Yeah, From Under the Cork Tree. Yeah. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Do you have the list of songs on it so I can look at it too?
Yeah, take a look at it.
Yeah, like Dance Dance is a great song. Our Lawyer...
But it well overplayed though. Like,
yeah. Sugar We're Going On Swinging, I don't like that song. The
Lawyer one, what's it called?
Our Lawyer Made Us Change the Name of This Song, I'm assuming is what it's going to say. It's just like dots, so I can't read it.
Okay, I think that one, I actually really, really like that song. But my favorite album is Folie à Deux.
Which one is
it? I don't know how to speak French.
Folie à Deux.
That's my favorite album by them. It's fucking amazing. Let's see here. So good.
I don't think I've ever listened to this album.
Dude, it's probably one of their best albums for sure.
No. Nope.
Definitely download it. I've been listening to I had like a playlist of Fall Out Boy. Every time a song came on from the album, I was like, man,
ooh, I'm digging.
Yeah, I'm like this more than most of the other songs.
Another band that I was really into for a while, but don't like at all and can't stand them is Imagine Dragons. There was a point
I never got into them.
They have that's the thing about Imagine Dragons is you don't hear about them, or I find like either
you get that like one pop song
and then you're like okay, for example Radioactive was like their big song.
Huge. Yeah.
So then that album I didn't listen to that album, but the next album I listened to and I was like fuck, these guys are really good. Mm-hmm. Then their next album and their album after that I was like alright, I'm fucking done. Yeah. And they follow
it doesn't change.
No, it's the same. Like they have all of these cool beats and rhythms and the way the vocalist sings is all.
They have a song called Chemical Reaction. Chemical Reaction. This is just
radioactive. With the same amount of syllables. Yeah. And I find they suffer from what other bands like Billy Talent and stuff suffer from. They don't. And people who are like Billy Talent's album sucks. It's like it's the same as all the other albums. It doesn't suck. It's the same.
I find they've changed a bit. I find it's more of a because a lot of their stuff was about being a teen and having a problem, and now it's changed more of what's going on with the world. It kind of sounds like Rise Against, I find.
Yeah.
But with a lead singer, their lead singer. But then again, I don't know. I just like their two albums. No, I like their first three albums. But other than that,
the first four for me was pretty sick. The one that was called Dead
Deep
Silence.
Sea?
I've never heard.
I think you're right. Called Dead Silence. Maybe I'm a fucking idiot.
There's a song on it called Something at Sea.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
But that album had running across the tracks. I think it was called, or running across the tracks. That song's fucking sick. There's a lot of good songs on that.
I downloaded their newer album and I was like, eh. But then I go back and I listen to two and I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
I liked it at that time.
When I was 16,
I didn't grow with that album.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like American Idiot, right? I don't know. You could throw an American Idiot right now. I could still jam out to it pretty hard.
And that's an album that I absolutely hated when it came out. I couldn't.
Yeah. Because what were they coming off of? Warning or?
I'm pretty sure Warning was the album before. No. Because yeah, I think it was because that came out. Believe it or not, it came out in 2001. I'm pretty sure.
Because that's two different albums.
Yeah, they've always been like that though. They always
change it up. From Dookie to Warning is so different.
And no,
funny, I don't really like Dookie.
Nah,
I like Nimrod a lot.
Nimrod's such a good album.
I find Warning's better than Nimrod.
Yeah. Oh, me too. That's my pinnacle Green Day CD is Warning. Yeah. It's got so much diversity in terms of music being good. And I
also love the guitar on that album.
Yeah.
It's really good, and but then American Idiot, I fell in love with that album.
Yeah.
That was my first album I fell in love with. Warning. I fell in love with Warning before I fell in love with that.
And then Warning. Then there was 21st Century Breakdown.
I actually liked that album, but not as much as I found there was too much content on that album.
There's a lot of songs.
There's a lot of content and not enough good content.
Yeah.
I liked it when it came out, but they did a lot better stuff. So. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't Unos Dos Tres.
Yeah.
But their new album's not bad. I know you don't like it, but I like it. Yeah, I like Revolutionary Radio.
I don't know. That's just me with Green Day. An album because I'm like garbage, and then in 4 years I'm like, all right, that album's actually really good. So
it's a fine wine, my baby.
I gotta let it age. I'm not letting it age. That's my fault.
What bands helped you when you were growing up? What helped your music?
Okay, I've always really liked shitty music my whole life. Much like I like video games.
Mac DeMarco.
Close. Mark DeMacco. No, I said it back.
Yeah,
Wait, hold on. No.
Something DeMarco.
Mac DeMarco.
Mac
that's DeMarco. What it is. And I did listen to Mac DeMarco.
Hey, man, I remember that? I sent you the picture, and it's like this baby head with a cigarette. It's like, hey, I got some Mac DeMarco CDs down here. It's in like a fucking tailpipe.
Oh, fuck. Actually, that's so funny. It was a fish in a tailpipe, wasn't it? With a cigarette in its mouth or something?
No, it was a fucking doll head. And it was like this pipe coming out of this wall, and it's just a baby head with a cigarette in his mouth.
That's what it was.
Super creepy looking. It's fucking hilarious, though.
When I was a young kid, like really young, the earliest music that I ever listened to was like 1980 to like 1997 country music.
Damn.
So all my family listened to was like either really old country.
Were you into it? Were you digging it? Or
when I was a kid, I didn't know anything else. Right? All I liked was like... So I know like a lot of country songs that like... Yay. Then I kind of started getting into like rock a little bit and like what was playing.
You had to defy your parents, obviously.
Yeah. When I was 4.
Yeah!
Rock on!
Horns!
And that's at the time when like the 2001 pop music was like happening, so like music was changing drastically.
If you wanna be my lover, then you gotta get into the 90s.
Yeah, like Spice Girls, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. Those are like kind of like music that was like on the radio.
This kid that I was like living next to tried to hide his like Spice World VHS tape. He's like, I actually really like it, okay?
And you're like, fuck you, loser! And like, it's actually such...
But then you grow up and you realize they're all fucking stupid hot.
Yeah.
Maybe he was maturing faster than we were.
It's weird to think that at a point in your life where you're like, ew, girls are gross, and now all I'm like is just notice me. I'm so lonely.
Notice me, senpai.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, go ahead, your country story.
That was past country. And then I started to like get into like rock and stuff.
What kind of rock?
I was really into AC/DC.
He says that begrudgingly.
Yeah, I grow out of music really fast. Like, I'll find music that I like.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, as a kid, you love AC/DC because it's always on.
Yep.
Like, yeah, this song's on again.
I love this song. And then I got into, like 2000s rap. So, like, Eminem, 50 Cent.
Everybody got into Eminem.
Yeah.
If you're a white kid, you got into Eminem.
I didn't. You're a bullshit fucking liar. You find me someone who didn't get into Eminem,
I'll listen to Stan and try not to cry.
I cry every fucking time. And that was kind of like how my music tastes happened. Like, I think the first time that I actually listened to an album that wasn't on the radio was probably in grade 5 when I started listening to like that's when I started listening to like really getting into Green Day. And I was like, oh my god, like this is really good. Like I've never heard music like this before because they don't play that kind of stuff on the radio. Like they play Green Day songs, but not the other stuff, right?
Also, if you don't know this, Brendan's an actual musician. He played in a band that won Battle of the Bands.
Yeah,
in Toronto.
That's true. We did win Battle of the Bands, and believe it or not, music back then was still pretty shitty. Yeah. So I'm hoping at some point I'll look back and go, you know what? Back then, that was some
I listened to a couple songs and they're actually pretty good.
I do appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Then past that,
I have no music history.
Currently 0-0 in the music record. Hoping
my self-titled album. Where has the world gone to? It's just me looking at it.
It's just ASMR. It's just you in front of a microphone making like chewing sounds. Then yeah, I started to like bands like that every angsty, because at this point now I'm getting into like my teens, my angsty teens, where I started listening to like 3 Days Grace and Billy Talent.
Without love, pain is really hard.
Fuck, man. And then like it's even that I look back and I'm like, fuck,
that was fucking I
had like such bad taste in music. I remember I used to rock a Nickelback
when we were talking to the gym the other day, you're like, did you ever have like a 3 Days Grace phase? I'm like, dude, I'm still in my 3 Days Grace.
Like fuck,
oh man,
what the hell made me like that music, man? Like
I know.
Honestly though, like if those songs come on now, I'm kind of like, oh shit, like
it's not bad. It's like a taste of the past.
Yeah, and I think like,
but I still don't want to like try and kill myself.
Yeah, exactly. I'm past that phase, thank God. And then that's probably so. Then that, like by the time I hit late high school, I was starting to get into like actual like what people refer to as screamo music.
Yeah,
music with screaming.
I never. The closest I ever got to is Alexis on Fire.
Yeah, which holy fuck, man. Okay, so this is where my musical flower starts to actually bloom, because a bit of a late bloomer. I started to get into bands like As I Lay Dying, Every Time I Die. Okay, there's a lot of death.
Okay, back to the death again.
back to the self-loathing teenager. In Flames, like those kinds of bands. This was
Dancing with Paris,
Kingdoms, fucking McCarthy,
August Burns Red,
fucking right. So then I'm starting getting music with like screaming and heavy meanings and like fucking thick guitar, and I'm like, okay, this is
crazy
sick.
Drumming.
Yeah, man. So then I'm like, okay, so
bass pedal,
and it's still to this point where like if someone like is like, oh, like do you like that kind of music, and I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh,
dude, I live that kind of music.
I lived it, brother. But yeah, I don't know, like, that was...
What do you think, like, encouraged that style of music, like, for you to gravitate to?
I've always liked, like, heavier music, so I think...
Because you could really deconstruct a song, I find. When you listen to a song, you're like, oh, yeah, like, you listen to, like, the instruments...
Oh, yeah,
separately, which, like, I didn't start ever... Like, I listened to a song, like...
Like, lyrically?
Like, no, I just listened to a song. Like, I honestly, sometimes I don't even care the lyrics, just how they sound.
Yeah.
Just the sound of it.
What's what you pull from it,
you
right?
could destruct, like, you can be like, the drummer sucks in this song.
Oh, yeah,
But I've been like, huh? So then, like, I kind of started to destruct.
But then you notice it, right? You're like, those
exactly.
drums are simple as fuck.
Or you can hear, like, an intricate, like, fucking guitar, and you're like, damn, that's really, really good.
Yeah. Well, that's what I listen to in music. Like, honestly, music first, lyrics second. And it doesn't... And if the lyrics are going to come second, they have to have a meaning.
They have to make some type of sense. Like, Fall Out Boy makes no fucking sense. And I've been like, if the lyrics don't make any sense, go, like, Google any Fall Out Boy song. There's no meaning to it. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. They're good songs. They just don't make any sense.
I'm the same way with poetry,
Maybe
though.
Champion makes sense.
If I read poetry, I also don't know what the poem's about. I'm really bad at reading poetry. Because there's hidden meanings and stuff. And I'm a very shallow guy.
Yeah.
If the meaning ain't on surface level, I'm probably not going to get it.
I was actually really into poetry for a while.
Oh, I have tons of poetry books because I wanted to learn poetry. Like, I sucked at it.
Like, my favorite one, it's actually a slam poetry.
Oh, my.
Do you mind? Do you mind?
Read it out. Go.
Cynthia. Oh. She died for our Cynthias. Beep boop bop. Thank you.
Loud noises. Moving your hands.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, man, when I was a kid, I don't know, like, maybe because I don't think we ever had English together in high school, right? Like, I don't remember having English with you.
No, we never had English together. But I was actually really good at English.
I suck at English.
I got a 90 once, and I don't even know how the fuck that happened. I'm like, you sure you want to check this again?
Pikel, we're good.
Got me confused with the other kid in your class. Awesome!
Fucking right. And I always felt like, so in I don't know, if you're not from Canada, this is how it works. They usually go, in each grade in high school, the last subject you learn in English is poetry. And it just so happened...
I never learned poetry.
That's because it's the last subject, so they usually fill it up with everything else, and then if there's time, they do poetry.
Oh, okay, so if they don't have time, they just don't do poetry.
And the only time I ever did poetry was in grade 12, when I wasn't even at Subsec. When I was at...
Horizon?
I didn't go to Horizon. I went to...
What the fuck am I talking about? What's it called? What's the school called?
I'm gonna tell you!
Tell me then! I'm asking!
Sutton!
I was
District.
close. Horizon. Sutton.
That's
like,
a school here
they're
in
fucking
Sudbury.
next door.
Yes. Sutton, Ontario is right next door to the Valley. Isn't it, though?
Maybe in your dimension it isn't.
But that's what I like about music. I like the music. Back to what I was saying originally. Is I like that.
Thanks, friend. Likes music. Next.
Thank you for tuning in, folks. That's the end of the podcast today. Thank you for... All
right, keep going.
Shut your mouth. And now here I am in my adult years.
Adulting and stuff. And now, if someone says, like... You know what I find that they should do? They should make music that's like... Well, work is long and my back's kind of sore. I know I gotta pay the rent bill. It's wow, this is going right to me.
That's country.
Oh shit, it is country.
That's country fucking music.
No, it's gotta be rock.
It's gotta be.
Damn it, is that?
You know what? Dude,
I even sang it in a country too.
You did.
My life is hard and I'm thinking of quitting my job.
I wish I was on a beach with a beer in my hand. It's country, man. That's fuck. My truck got stuck and my dog ran away.
Got stuck
and my dog ran away. I can't go there because my dad, he say I can't.
I know what you want to say.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But that's country. If you like country music, honestly,
no,
more power to you.
Yeah.
High five.
I like some country music.
I don't.
Chicken Fried's a good song. I like that.
Chicken Fried.
Yeah.
Sing me
a bit chicken fried. Go beer on a Friday night.
Oh, that song sucks.
Or Wagon Wheel by Darius Rucker. That's a good tune.
Don't. Would you stop?
That's a good
You
song.
like Darius Rucker?
I like
you
Darius
fucking
Rucker.
Darius Rucker.
Hootie and the Blowfish, you piece of shit.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's Hootie!
It's Hootie!
Hootie! Is it actually?
Yeah, it is.
Darius Tucker's Hootie from Hootie and the Blowfish?
Yes, he is.
That's fine.
Google it. Google it.
Just like...
Ever told me that, I'm like, I'm going to punch you in the tits.
He's like, I'm serious. You're like, nope.
And I Googled it.
That's weird.
Google fixed me pretty fast.
I didn't listen to a lot of Hootie and the Blowfish, though. Was it like a country-sounding band? What song do they sing?
Kind of. I don't remember it. I can't think
You
of
knew
it
that one song, but you can't remember it.
I'll fucking Google it and you keep talking.
No, I believe you. I don't know. That's like when someone told me that CeeLo Green and fucking Gnarls Barkley
are the same person.
And then you listen to the song Crazy, it's like, that's fucking CeeLo Green.
I know.
And I heard Crazy. I remember when I lost my...
Let her cry.
I don't know.
Let her cry. And it eases all her pain. Let her go.
I don't know that song.
And the tears fall down like
is it
rain.
Pearl Jam?
Kind of.
It sounds like Pearl Jam. Also,
really
this is my
song.
favorite. This is my favorite music fact about Michael. He's left-handed. Air guitar's left-handed, but plays real guitar right-handed.
Yeah.
That's got to be like
fact.
a sign of like intelligence or something.
Because I can move my fingers fast with my left hand, but I need them for notes over here. See, like, look at this. I don't need to do notes when I'm air guitaring, right?
No.
But I need to finger pick like a boss.
It feels really weird doing this.
But, like, yeah, I get... Because I honestly have, like, no rhythm in this hand. That's why I can't... There's no rhythm. It's like... And this hand's like, fuck!
Just go, hit everything.
Yeah. It's like
everything we got.
If I had any ADHD, it's in my right hand. It's just a spastic kid.
Michael's penis knows. Do you know how much of the word spastic is like a huge insult in the UK?
Is it?
Yeah.
You bloke.
There's
spastic bloke.
It basically means what we refer to as retard. Like that's,
really?
It's the same thing. Yeah. If you call someone spastic, it's like saying
I thought it was just like that's where the word spaz comes from, though, right?
I would assume.
Like, yeah.
You spastic.
Yeah, spastic.
Spastic.
Right, is that it for, like...
That's basically the history of my life through music. That's kind of like what I...
So what was, like... What's the music that you're not really as into Screamo as much as you used to be, though, right?
I want to say no, but that's an absolute lie. I absolutely am. So
yeah.
2 of those bands I listed to, the 5 albums, 2 of them are, like, heavier bands that I listen to. See... That's the thing, like, I don't have anyone in my life that likes that kind of music, so I can't share it with them, right?
True.
So if I bring you, like, if you're going somewhere with you or you're in my house...
If you're like, hey, listen to this album, I'm going to be like, I don't want to.
Exactly, so I show you music that I like that's not that
like, how much did I shit on you for Mac DeMarco? Like,
a lot.
I still do.
Yeah.
That's no, what? If you like it, you like it. It's just fucking weird for my ears.
Yeah. Well, it is really weird, but the thing is, again, like, musically...
Mom is in the kitchen. I'm like,
just,
what the
it's
fuck?
It's so soft,
Honestly,
though.
I feel like you probably do a lot of... You drop some LSD before you listen to that shit.
I dropped LSD recording prior to this. It's slow, it's smooth, and the guitar is soft and it's sweet. The music isn't like... That song's about, like, someone finding themselves, because everyone in his life is mom.
It's about moms in the kitchen.
She's cooking food.
She's cooking up something good.
Food. I feel like you're lying, though. But yeah, it's a good song. Like, that song's basically about, like, everyone in his family has a role to play in life, but he doesn't know what he has to do. And then, I don't know. His newer stuff has definitely changed in that respect, because he's kind of, like, indie famous now. Yeah. So he has, like, a bit of a different things to sing about. But back when he was making his first 3 albums, they're kind of like what you call coming-of-age songs.
Yeah.
Basically how he grew up in his life and stuff, which, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But, like,
exactly.
it's... I don't
you
really,
like it. You like it.
I haven't actually listened to Mac DeMarco.
People have ears for different things.
Yeah, I haven't listened to Mac DeMarco in like almost over a year now.
Crazy.
Just his new album came out. I was like, it was good, but I really didn't dig it as much as the first 3.
Which one's that?
His Mac DeMarco.
Void, is that what's it called?
Salad Days is the first one. Then there's Mac DeMarco 2, and then there's Mac DeMarco. I think it was called Mac DeMarco the first one.
Okay.
And his new one's called Old Dogs, I think, or something.
Okay.
But you bring me through your life musically history.
I grew up with a lot of like 80s rock. A lot of 80s rock. Like my dad, huge Guns N' Roses fan. Then I listened to like AC/DC, obviously. Fucking not too much Motley Crue, but like enough to be like, oh,
you know Motley Crue songs.
Yeah.
Like
my dad was really into the Doors, which I grew up to not like the Doors.
They're a hard English pill to swallow.
Yeah. They're not English, by the way.
I'm pretty sure they are.
They're not.
Are they not
American.
English?
They're American.
Who am I thinking of?
Riders on the Stall. That's not fucking British, dude. But
I'm British for some reason.
You're probably thinking of like the Who.
I'm thinking of the Police.
Oh, okay.
The Police.
Who's the lead singer for the Police?
I don't know who the lead singer is, but
okay. For some
he's
reason,
not like
I always thought it was Phil Collins, but you corrected me on that.
No, that's
you?
Genesis. He's the singer of Genesis.
You totally. And I was like so adamant, and you're like, you're a fucking idiot.
No, I only know the Police because their drummer wrote the entire album for the first Sonic.
But their lead singer's Sting. That's who that is.
Of the Police?
Yeah. That's Sting. I'm 90% sure on that one. But yeah, like...
Thank God we don't have a lot of fans that fact check us, because our comment section would be blown up.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah, so it was a lot of 80s music, and then it was a lot of, like, Blue Rodeo, Dixie Chicks, like, stuff my mom liked.
Yeah.
My dad really
Shania
liked
Twain.
Blue Rodeo, too. Not Shania Twain.
Apparently they're assholes. Blue Rodeo. They've played here a few times, and I remember they snubbed my mom, and she never let it go.
She's still holding on to that.
Fuck, I was like, it's 10 years ago. People don't forget.
Yeah. But then I kind of got into, like, when my parents divorced, and I kind of, like, started growing up, I started getting, like, older. I got, like, my first record player.
Yeah.
And that's when I kind of started really getting into more music.
Yeah, you had a pretty diverse record collection from what I remember.
Yeah, I still kind of do. I just don't buy records like I used to because I have Spotify.
They're so expensive.
They're just too expensive, like $30-$40 a record. I'm just like, okay. And
really, in all honesty, how many times do you listen to a record?
Exactly.
Once,
sometimes
twice?
I fucking like The Head and the Heart. I've probably listened to that like probably a good 100 times. Not even joking.
That's a band, right? The Head and the Heart.
Yeah, Head and the Heart.
I'm pretty sure. Keep talking. I think I've.
Yeah. You've definitely listened to them. I know you have.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when I got to that, I started like picking up more albums. So like my first album was like Rise Against. It was Endgame. Because like I listened to like obviously their hits at the time. Because like as growing up, I wasn't like listening to albums. I was listening to hits. Because I didn't really like go in too deep with it. Like my MP3 player held like 14 songs. Like it was. I remember people coming with like iPod Nanos, and I was like, "Fuck you." Yeah. My thing, I got mine for $15 at the store, and it holds like 14 songs, and it's also an MP3 player. I mean, like it's got the MP3 thing on it.
That was the album I just downloaded recently. And
I love that album. That's like one of my favorite albums of all time. Like
really
their self-titled album.
Yeah,
it's amazing. There's other albums that aren't as good though.
They're
okay. I hate that. I fucking hate it when you're like so into a band and then the next album's like,
Well, think of it this way. This is how like it's either one of two ways, and this band is one of those bands, and then August Burns Red is the other way. Just off the top of my head. August Burns Red first album fucking blows. Their second album sucks. Third album sucks. Then they get better and better. But bands like The Head and the Heart, where they
started off hard, like Guns N' Roses. They started off with fucking like they started off with not Appetite for Destruction, but Use Your Illusions, which was fucking huge.
Was it really?
Yeah, and then Use Your Illusions 2 was huge, and then Appetite for Destruction was huge, and then nothing after that. Just fucking garbage.
Because they have like
they put all their good songs on like Appetite for Destruction, which is their number one album.
Yeah,
like it sold stupid copies, and
that's got most of their most popular songs.
Yeah, exactly. Too, right? And so after that, they just couldn't hit that stride anymore.
Yeah. Because those songs are so good. And that's what I think would happen with like Head and the Heart too. Like they're so unique sounding.
You can't beat that. When you have an album that's all good,
you
need to save something for another album unless you got the same type of songs that are going to be like
break it in half, break it in a quarter. Even if you have an album with like 4 good songs and 5 bad songs, like
it's still a good album. It's still a good album, right? And so when I was like growing up, like I was really into punk rock. Like obviously I grew up on a lot of Blink-182.
Yeah.
Like
I think we all did. That was
I think that was like everywhere. Like Blink-182 was everywhere. They're fucking funny.
Sum
they
41,
cool.
Blink-182, Good Charlotte. Those are like the big 3.
Exactly. Sum 41.
Yeah.
Did you say Sum 41?
I think I don't remember.
Okay.
Some band name number here.
Yeah. So true. But like Skater Punk, Avril Lavigne was fucking cool. Avril
Lavigne was fucking cool, man.
Yeah, definitely. Like Skater Punk was awesome. I love that. When I started getting older, I started getting more like I liked kind of indie music, like Shotgun Jimmy, Head and the Heart,
which I feel is a band that you get a lot of shit for liking Shotgun Jimmy.
I still listen to his music and I still really enjoy it. The thing is, I met the guy and he wasn't like, he seemed like he does not like too much of a people person, so I was really excited to meet him. He was just kind of like, hey, sign it, and just kind of walked away. I was like, okay.
Should have
bye.
talked to him a little bit.
Yeah, but it was okay. He was nice enough, and it's not like calling me an asshole. But then like there's like because like when I was a teenager, I went to Cosmic Dave's, and I'd always watch the shows that they were putting on. I watched like 4 or 5 shows, and I always like loved going there. Like Cuff the Duke was fantastic. And then I listened to their album forever. I still have songs on my phone from them, and they're really, really good. And then so like that kind of like transition. I started getting to Green Day a lot. Like I think what's it called? American Idiot was like one of those albums that I was like, because me and you used to argue all the time, and I used to say Green Day sucked.
Yeah.
I used to tell you, Green Day is so stupid.
Yeah. Well, we also used to fight over Marvel and DC all the time, too. And,
True.
And whether or not Guns N' Roses was good.
Yeah.
I think it's just nice to have, like, a
that
reason
argument
to validate
exactly.
something you like, right? Like, you could hate something I like. I don't care. I fucking like it.
Also, everybody likes defending what they enjoy, right?
Yeah.
Politics. There you go.
All right, in the comment sections, go ham.
Yeah.
There's the political portion of
You
this.
left-wing fascists. Who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not in America, so that doesn't apply to us.
No. Well, you can still be left and right wing.
Yeah, you can, but it's not like the States right now. It's insane. But yeah, so like, then so I ended up starting to get it. Like once Brennan like moved, was I into it before you moved, or was it when you left I started really getting into Green Day?
I can't remember. Like moved the first time or second time?
The first time.
Probably. You probably were into Green Day back then.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't think so.
No, I don't.
I think it was during my time in like Newmarket that you started to get into it.
Yeah, and then like. So I really, really started getting into that. So I listened to Warning. I listened to Dookie. I didn't really like Dookie too much.
Dookie's a hard album to get into.
Yeah. And everybody told me, Dookie's their best album, man. Dookie's their best. Like, everybody told me that. And I'm like, yeah?
Here's the test. If you're born before 1990, Dookie's your favorite album.
True.
Anytime after that, it's like, just maybe don't do that album.
Exactly. I didn't listen to Nimrod. Like,
me too.
At all.
I listened to Nimrod literally for the first time a bit earlier than that. Like, probably like 4 years
Honestly,
ago.
when you bought me the album, that was the first time I listened to Nimrod, I think.
I listened to it, and then I always...
Things I never had, like, a Spotify.
No.
So it was like, I also did not like downloading music either.
Yeah, well, it's
just because it took so much fucking time per song, it was ridiculous.
Back when, like, LimeWire was a thing, and before we had, like, torrents.
Yeah,
man,
exactly.
torrents really changed the fucking stealing game.
And then, so, like, then I got into American Idiot, which was awesome. What other bands?
I think being so young listening to American Idiot was the reason I didn't like it was because I couldn't really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like, it's really just a story, that whole album. It's like, actually, it's kind of sad. Like, listening to that whole album, it's like, fuck.
What's Her Name is so fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that song.
I think I've said it before, but my favorite song on that album is Homecoming.
Yeah, I think definitely.
Fuck, that song's so good.
It's really good. I really got into Dallas Green.
Yeah.
I love Dallas Green because it's like, I always love like just the sound of an acoustic guitar and a really nice.
It's not
singer.
done as well. Like, a lot of people don't do that anymore, right? Like,
definitely. And
fuck, man.
Definitely. I still really like Dallas Green.
Me too.
His new album is really, really good.
I still haven't listened to it.
But when I started getting older, I started liking more 50s music. I found it so beautiful.
Yeah.
So I would listen to like 50s and 60s music. I actually prefer 50s more than 60s.
Yeah.
But some of that 50s like kind of bleeds into the 60s, like
they
early
take influence
60s,
and
right?
stuff. Yeah, yeah.
So like the 60s started getting, or like by the end of it, started getting really hippy dippy.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like
I was
like
never
Jefferson
really...
Starship and shit like that.
That's not for me either.
Yeah, exactly. It was, that's not our age, right?
No.
Like we weren't into the
Fuck, the 50s aren't our age either,
exactly.
dude,
but it's so much more of like an easier time to get into if you're not.
I think so too.
I think it's all like mostly romantic songs that are just like really cute, like really nice beat, and the vocals are beautiful. Like
I remember,
I find like no one sings like that anymore. Like the 50s,
they can't. They literally can't. They don't even. They're not. Literally, our bodies can't even fucking do that. Like when you see like one or two people that can do it, it's like, hey, keep doing it. But it's no one likes that anymore, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like
listen to how smooth Sam Cooke's voice is. It's so smooth.
Yeah.
It's like damn.
There's a song in BioShock Infinite. And it's cool that, like, now we're in a day and age where, like, music can bleed into games and vice versa, so you can, like, find... So there's a song from the 1930s called... It might be the 30s or the 20s, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure that game takes place in 1919, but has songs from the 30s in it. Doesn't matter. Since You've... If You Were Gone or Since You've Been Gone, one of those two.
The Kelly Clarkson song, Since You've
No.
Been Gone.
But it's just, like... They play it with, like a gramophone sound on it, so it sounds, like, really, like, scratchy and old.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, oh, I wonder what that song is. I listened to that song, I'll show it to you later.
Oh, like a... And it's just like got that really
fuck, that song is legitimately so sad, and that song gave me the appreciation for like 20s and 30s music.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's beautiful.
Like that, but you don't hear singers sing like that anymore because
no
one
it's so
cares.
hard to sing like that. It's so impossible,
and it's niche. No one wants to hear that. Like,
yeah, exactly.
There's even singers here in town that kind of do like a jazzy kind of like slow 20s sound, but like their shows don't sell well.
No market for it, right?
No one cares.
Exactly. Just sad.
It is sad.
Like fucking Tiny Tim.
Yeah. That's another example. Yeah.
That guy's famous. Like that. I remember the first time I ever heard that song, I was watching Insidious. And I shit you not, I was so scared. I fucking unplugged my every night I unplugged my record player from the wall.
Oh, fuck.
Because I didn't want it to start randomly going off.
Yeah.
But know what? If it starts randomly going off and it's unplugged, that's a little bit more scary.
You made it worse for yourself. Because, like, in horror films, they go to it, they unplug it, and then it stops. And then it starts again.
Playing. Yeah,
it's like at least I'm awake now.
Yeah, if it starts playing, it's plugged in, I can somehow, in my mind, make sense of that.
Yeah.
If that's unplugged, I can't make sense of that.
You're like, you know what?
Yeah.
The whole house is gone.
I'm good.
I know I can't survive fire. That ghost can't survive fire. And if it does, they build a new house. That's their problem.
That's
not
their
mine.
problem, exactly.
Keep my things. I had a good run. I'll start from scratch. I don't care.
Oh fuck. Yeah. Just.
So I guess now the question is, in your adult life now, how do you think you've developed from a child listening to music that you maybe didn't necessarily like or you didn't pick for yourself? Yeah. Now that you have full range as an adult to pick any music you want to listen to, do you think that you've gotten like better with music or worse with music?
I think I've understood what I enjoyed a lot better.
Yeah.
As a kid, you never really get to pick a lot of the music that you want to listen to unless you're listening to the radio.
Yeah.
You're not going to be like, hey, well, I guess some kids are like, hey, I want the new Miley Cyrus album, but like that's all music you listen to on the radio. You never really get to like go into different, you never get to like experiment with different type of tones and stuff like that. But like also as a kid, the pop music, it doesn't have to make sense. It just sounds good.
Something to dance to, tap your foot to.
When you get older, you want to make sense of the music. Yeah. That's why like people that listen to country, they're living the country life, right?
They like to go out and like have a bonfire.
They want to go, they like camping, they like off-roading, like the big trucks, they like fucking getting drunk. But that's what country is.
That's what it is.
That's living the country life. So it's like, for us, we don't come close to that.
No, man, no.
But, I like to listen to something that's like really smooth, really nice.
Yeah.
And it's somehow like emotionally, like you get like when I listen to like Mattis Yahoo, that song, I fucking love it just because like it's such an emotionally good song.
Yeah.
I also really like listening to like music that revolts against like the governments and stuff like that. Not in like a crazy hardcore way, but just like peace and love and stuff like that. Like in a way
promoting
that, like,
a positive lifestyle.
Exactly.
And not,
like, you know what? Like,
not
why don't you stop?
hatred.
Yeah, stop shooting up fucking schools, and how about we put the guns down?
Yeah,
like stuff like that. It's really nice.
It just blows my mind that like 2018 we're still dealing with dumb shit like that. You know what I mean?
School shooting, dude. There's 29 mass shootings in America already this year. We're in February.
Yeah.
29.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
It blows my mind. And
I know we don't live in America, but it affects us because we are so much like Americans, right?
Yeah.
Like, we wouldn't be like, oh my god, there's so many mass shootings in China. Like, we don't live the same type of lifestyle. No. We live a very similar lifestyle to people in America.
The reality of the matter is that life is really short to begin with.
Exactly. So, like,
to even like, I don't know, we waste so much time fighting about dumb shit. It's the truth. And I don't know. It blows.
Regardless if it's like with like battling with yourself. If you're a person that's like, for mental health, if you're battling with something, please go and talk to somebody.
Dude.
I've talked to people, it's amazing what they do. For you to actually express yourself fully and not to be judged. Because if you're talking to a family member or a friend you're going to get judged.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? It may be in a positive way. It may be like, oh my god, the way they judge me is like, you know what?
Well, you're scared of what they think,
yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly. So it's like, it may be positive. You get to actually like, there's been times in my life where I haven't been able to talk about what was going on with me with my mental illness.
Yeah.
And like in a certain way, I'm still not able to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it,
You
but I
shouldn't.
have talked about it
Yeah.
with friends and family and with like professionals, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
To like be able to get that off your chest and not deal with it. I think a
Just
lot of
to
people
have someone in your life that you can, like, not even someone in your life, more like even like a medical professional you can just open up to, because they're a biased third party. They don't care. They're
Exactly.
unbiased. You can tell them anything.
and their job is to understand what's going on with you and how to help you. So reach out and talk to somebody. There's self-help lines that help. There are people that you can sit in a room with and talk to, and that's it. Don't be ashamed of it.
No.
It's perfectly... Honestly, people are like, this generation is a generation that's so whiny. They whine about everything. They're not going to war and stuff like that. And it's like, maybe it's with the food that's being pumped into us with all these chemicals and hormones.
See, even that statement, I don't believe either. Like, it's this generation. Every generation was like that, man.
Yeah.
There was...
Maybe it's because there was no social media at that time.
Yeah.
And guess what? When a kid gets bullied at school, he goes home to get bullied.
Yeah.
So it's not like you ever get away from that stuff. You have social media.
It's fucked, man.
You go on social media, you get bullied. Like, imagine, I'm a person that goes on Facebook a couple times a day.
Yeah.
Like, like, kids... So it's not like, oh my god, these kids are always on the internet. Everybody's always on the internet.
That's just the way it is now. That's
Exactly.
today. And it's not going to decrease. It's going to increase. And that's the thing. Not
technology is evolving constantly.
Yeah. Not everyone has thick skin or thin skin, right? Everyone's different.
But everybody deals with shit in their life. That's just life. There's always going to be... Nobody gets out of it alive, and no one gets a free ride. Nothing... Bad shit constantly happens to you, and you need to talk to somebody.
Yeah. And if that's what it takes, then do it.
Yeah.
Better yourself for everyone else.
Exactly.
In the most real way.
Better yourself for yourself, because no one else will help you.
No. People will help you.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, no, what? People aren't going to go out of their way to help you.
Yeah, it's your life.
You got to figure out a way to help yourself. That's why, like, honestly, like, I try to do what I try to do myself without actually asking for help with other people.
Yeah.
Not like within like financial situations. I hate bugging people for money.
It blows.
It really bugs me because I want to be able to stand on my own 2 feet as an adult. But it's just like I've always adopted the mindset like if you got to do something, you got to do it yourself. So if you need help, you got to go out and you got to get help.
Yeah. And part of the problem too could be that you don't know you need help.
Exactly.
Man,
you may not think. Yeah.
I was in McDonald's the other day, which is the breeding ground for self-fucking-help. I was looking at this grandpa with his kid, and this kid comes out, and his grandpa's like, "Hey, it's time to go." And this kid starts fucking screaming at his grandpa, like disrespectfully. I'm like, this kid's got anger issues, man. I'm like, and this kid maybe 4. Like, he's only going to get angrier as he gets older.
He's only going to get worse if you don't nip that in the butt, right?
Yeah. And that's the kind of, and obviously not a lot of 4-year-olds listen to this, but my point is that, like,
hey, 4-year-olds out there, smarten up.
Get your fucking shit together and leave your grandpa alone. My point is, though, that, like, might not know you need help.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not something you can just ask somebody, like, hey, do I seem like I'm mentally sound to you?
Yeah, because guess what? The answer they give back to you may not be the answer you want to hear. So guess what? That friend's not your friend anymore.
Yeah. Man, and that's the hard thing about having friends. It's
the honesty.
Yeah.
Like,
in a way, a lot of people don't want that, but in the reality of it is if you don't have a friend that's honest with you, they're not really your friend.
And there's honestly something I've wanted to get off my chest with Brennan for a while.
Let's say it.
I don't care that you broke your elbow. I'm just going to say it.
Go ahead and say it. Man, just sitting here with a fucking full arm cast on, like, you're the reason I broke my fucking elbow. So you better fucking care.
Alright, back to music.
Yeah.
But I hope everybody learns a lesson today.
Yeah. You came here to listen about music and to learn a little something.
What are your top 5 bands of all time?
I was thinking this whole time, I bought a whole hour of my time, and I'm happy with that. I know 4.
Honestly, when I looked at the question, I'm like, fuck me.
5 bands. That's a lot.
That's a lot of bands, man.
Okay, I'll start off with the obvious. Green Day. Easy. It might even be my number 1. It's guaranteed.
Can I guess the other one?
Go ahead.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay, that is 1, yes.
Oh, fuck.
You got this.
Alexis on Fire?
Okay, no, but that's a... No, honestly...
No!
No!
Okay, I give up.
The Smiths.
Fuck me!
I told you were going to know that one. Yeah, so Green Day, Red Hot Chili Peppers, The Smiths. Honestly, Alexis on Fire, that you mentioned it, fuck, I love Alexis on
They're
Fire.
amazing. They have so many good albums.
And The Bronx.
Rough Hands is one of my favorite albums. That and Young Cardinals. Those two albums are fucking amazing.
For the 100,000th time, that album's called Crisis.
Is it called Crisis? What
You always call it
because the cover has this guy with these
like
fucked up
hands.
hands. Like, you call it Rough Hands. Fuck you.
It's like the third time on this show that
And you bought me that album, and I'm like, it doesn't work in my record player.
That actually sucks.
No.
Fuck. But I love that album. I really do. Every single song on that album
Makes you go rage in the gym.
Fuck. I don't think I've ever listened to Alexis on Fire working out.
Do it.
I'm going to. But Old Crow's Young Cardinals is an amazing fucking album.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, that's a great album.
That's a good album. That's a really good album.
I think Born and Raised is my favorite song on that album. Fuck, it's a great song.
I actually really loved Young Cardinals, to be honest.
Yeah. Old Crow's...
Yeah. I can still remember most of the lyrics, but I'm not going to sing it because I don't know most of the lyrics. Just don't ask me to sing it.
It's... Oh, fuck yeah. Those are my top 5. The Bronx is a band that I came into that I don't know a lot of their music.
Oh yeah, you showed me them. They're pretty good.
And they also have another band called Mariachi El Bronx, which is a bunch of... It's not even like their own songs. It's different songs, but all mariachi songs, and they're fucking great.
That's so cool.
And I just love Mexican music. I really do. I love classical guitar. Fuck you, scared the I'm like, all right, the whole house is going down. Make your peace.
Yeah. This episode will never be aired.
I didn't do enough for the children. Fuck.
Oh,
all right, you top 5 bands that you can think of.
Blink-182 for sure.
I knew that was in there.
I love Blink-182. City and Color.
Okay.
I was gonna go with Dallas Green, but City and Color.
Okay.
Green Day.
Yep.
We're getting to the nitty gritty. The last fucking 2.
See, that's why the question should be top 6 favorite bands.
Yeah.
So then you could easily fucking shuck out 5. Also, I put up 6 fingers when I said that.
Holy fuck. So Green Day, Blink-182, City and Color.
No pressure. People want to know. You don't have to rush. Shotgun Jimmy?
No, he's not my favorites.
Just a good artist, but not...
Yeah, I like some of his albums, but I don't like a lot. Like, most of his music, I would say I don't really enjoy. I like a couple of his albums. Like, I like 2, but, I wouldn't be putting them up on, with, Green Day, 4 or 5 albums.
Yeah.
From their repertoire.
Repertoire.
Trying to think of, what bands I would love to see, in concert.
Well, Guns N' Roses, I feel like would be one for you. You really like Guns N' Roses.
Not as much as I used to.
Yeah.
Honestly. I used to think they were the fucking
the pinnacle of music.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that's where the bar was set. I'm thinking of if in a time period where I'd go back and want to see who would it be, I'd have to say Buddy Holly.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
I love Buddy Holly.
Weezer.
Fuck, that song sucks.
Really? You don't like that song?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Ooh, I look just like Buddy Holly.
And you married Tyler Moore.
I don't care what they say about us anyways. I don't care about that. Knock on the door. Down on the floor. What did I say? What did I do?
Gobble, gobble, gobble. I am a shoe. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Perfect.
If any of you guys out there are a talking shoe, Vandalay Silva.
Garble, garble, garble. That was fucking funny.
You ever run your hands through your hair, pull out a hair, and you're one step closer to being bald?
Yeah, all the time. I look at my hair, and I'm like, I hope I'm not balding. I'd be
you're gonna have no hair up here, just the hair around. You're like, I hope I'm not balding.
Yeah,
it's just literally just the fucking
George Costanza
thinning. Holy I'm just thinning.
Fuck. Fifth one, Tenacious D.
Tenacious D. Oh fuck, dude. If I could have an honorary 6 that is just as good as the other ones, Tenacious fuck. I love everything Tenacious D.
I got a wide range of variety in my 5. Yeah. I got my comedy that I love Tenacious D.
I fucking love Tenacious D.
So many good albums.
Every
I think they've had 3 albums, but all 3 albums are fucking amazing.
I think it's just 2.
No, 3. They had their
Rise of the Phoenix, and then the
Rise of the Phoenix, the movie album.
Yeah,
and then the album before that, which I can't remember what the. Remember, I have it. It's like got the devil on it. It's got the two babies.
Yeah, you showed me that. I never remember.
I think it's called Tribute. I think the album's called Tribute.
Yeah,
but that whole album's amazing. That's got like fucking Drive-Thru on it and all that shit on it.
The Tenacious D album one, like the album one, they have the Tarot Card Deluxe Edition. It has everything on it. Even the first album. That's why I always think there's only two, because it has the other stuff on it.
Because a lot of that stuff from the movies on that album as well.
Even some of the stuff from the show. Like, I actually want to watch that.
Show's actually
just
remember
2 episodes,
when we watched
right?
it? I think there's more. I think they have more. But there's like a DVD box that you can get with all the episodes of the TV show on it too.
Fuck, I'd love to watch that.
Me too.
Like, just front to back, like actually watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's good. That's good though. That's a very good 5 spread. I like that.
What's current rotation?
Current rotation is the bands we're currently listening to. So that was like kind of.
Oh, okay. That's kind of what we started off with.
That could be that. If you have other music that you are listening to that you know of, you could list that now. But
yeah, I got a couple that I'm listening to that I enjoy.
I wrote heavy rotation because in Apple Music it actually tells you, like, when you go into your like For You section, it'll actually show you
kind of jamming out to lately.
Recently played, and then like your heavy rotation. Oh shit! Okay, Des Arc.
That's an Ann Arbor song. Fuck
Fuck me!
I didn't know that was Ann Arbor. This other song I was listening to. Fuck, it's good.
Bad, Not Good is an album that I've
Dance Gavin Dance. That's a fucking
that Infinity album.
Yeah, good album, man. I've been listening to Neon Trees. I totally forgot about that. I love Neon Trees. I've been listening to Picture Show and Pop Psychology by them. Yeah, both really, really good albums. What was it? Was it this album? Yeah, it was Picture Show. I wasn't really digging, and then I listened to it like 4 or 5 more times. I just fucking started loving it.
That is something that you normally wouldn't do. Like, give a band like several tries after.
Like, and then like now, like every time I put "Moving in the Dark" on, I'm like, man, I fucking love this song. It's such like a good beat to it. It's like this '80s like
they're
pop
very
band.
80s, yeah.
Yeah. But it's weird because, like, if you can think of them as any other band in the 80s, you can't think of anything.
Yeah.
Because they're different.
I think it's what, like, mid-2000s, early, like, 2010s would assume 80s sounded like. That's, like,
yeah, exactly.
80s stereotype music, but music like that. I think
that's what that is, like, 80s stereotype music.
Because it never actually sounded like that.
No, never.
You know the song, I think it might be, I'm pretty sure it's not Paul Abdul, I think it's Janet Jackson. It's the song, like, really gonna love me forever. If you get a chance, or is this just a hit and run? Or something like that. Okay. Listen to that fucking... Everybody at home. This is actually Brendan's recommend for the day. Listen to that song musically. It is the funkiest, bloopiest song. I heard it in the truck the other day. I was crying. I was like, this song is fucking top bloopy.
I have a song for you because I loved the fucking... No,
you sent it to me.
I sent it to you.
And
I love this rhythm.
It was really good,
so
actually.
Funky.
Everything about it was good. And the chorus was, like, nice and clean. It had, like, clean guitar. And then, like, the verses were, like, just fucking thick with, like, thick rhythms.
I was listening to the song, and I'm like, man, this sounds so much like Fall Out Boy, but I know this is not a Fall Out Boy song. Guess what band it was?
Fall Out Boy?
It's not Fall Out Boy.
I don't know.
But they sounded identical to Fall Out Boy. You know the band.
Do I?
Yeah.
Was it the one that you sent me?
No.
Do I know the band?
You do know the band.
Really well?
Yeah, pretty well.
Oh, God.
You sent me an album of theirs before.
Oh, did I really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, the pressure's on.
Oh, no. No, that's not the band.
Oh, no! You got it! Oh, my God, I guessed. I actually have no idea.
It's Panic at the Disco.
Oh, was it really?
I'll play the song. Honestly, I'll play you 2 songs, and you tell me which one's not them.
Okay, go.
Okay?
Go.
Not right now.
Okay, later. I think that'd be copyright if we played their music on the show.
We don't put fucking stuff on our, like, ads on our videos anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I guess, in theory. But
you want to do
I think it would just sound shitty, but
probably.
Yeah. Hum it to me. Panic at the... That's the one I
did not shoot through deputy.
That's from the Janet Jackson song.
That was the Janet Jackson song.
No, it's...
But then I just said deputy afterwards.
Deputy. Okay, sorry. So my heavy rotation, the albums that this month they said I listened to the most was The Neighborhoods, the band, and the album's called Watch Out.
Don't they sing like Sweater Weather?
Dude,
Neighborhood?
I don't know, maybe.
I think so.
This is an album from 2015, so it could be after this.
It's called The Neighborhood?
That's the band, yeah, The Neighborhood.
Okay.
And then, like I mentioned earlier, the Sonic Mass Mania remix. This musician, her name is, I think it's actually a band.
Yeah, they sing Sweater Weather.
Do they really?
Yeah. I don't know the lyrics right now off the top of my head, but it was like really big on the radio.
I remember that one.
But it's really fun.
Put your thumbs in the holes of my sweater.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, exactly.
Bad Bad Not Good, which is a jazz band, which they're from Toronto, so I sent you that one song, but you're not really into instrumental stuff, so. Maxwell, and this is called Maxwell's Urban Hang Suite. That's the name of the album.
Sweet.
He's that's a jazz band as well, and of course several albums from the Smiths. And then Vetus, which is the guy that I downloaded his album like ironically, and it ended up being like actually really good.
He's actually amazing.
That's my heavy rotation.
Good for him. I don't know. Ann Arbor. Fall Out Boy, I've been listening to a lot of them. Daddy Issues, just kidding, that's a song by The Neighbor.
Yeah, that's the... You listened to that song in the truck the other day.
Did I?
And you made fun of it.
That's awesome. Yeah, Mothership, actually I haven't listened to that in a little bit, but I've been listening to like Neon Trees, and then I've also been listening to Atomic Tom, the album Era and the Moment, which is a really good song. It's called... I don't think this is the right album. No, that's not the right album. That's the album. It's called Music Makes the Heart Grow Stronger. It's really nice. But I have one song recommendation. If you're going to listen to one song, I suggest listen to Bipolar Baby by Forever the Sickest Kid.
Boom. There's our 2 musical recommendations.
Or One Day by Matt is Yahoo.
You get one. Which one do you want to
Matt is
listen to?
Yahoo One Day.
If I'm going to be a little finicky bitchy with it.
Alright, you want to end it there?
Yeah, that's a good spot to end. So that's basically the premise. We'll basically do that kind of format with actual artists and albums.
Yeah.
That's what we listen to. That's what we like. That's our musical interest and how we got to where we are today.
Alright. Thank you very much. And hopefully the next episode we got some really cool albums. We may talk about some albums that we already mentioned. So if there's anything you guys like listening from the podcast, you're like, hey, do that album, we'll check it out for sure.
Alright. Tune in next time.
Thank you for loving me.
Thank you for loving me.
Thank you.
Alright, bye.
Thank you for loving me. Thank you for being you.